Okay, just doing a sound check, doing a screen check. If you guys can see everything, look at everything, just go ahead and let me know in the chat box. Also tonight, I'm just going to be taking it light and easy. We're going to be going through the app, so if there's questions, you guys want me to slow down, you guys want me to stop, if you guys want me to see different things. Thank you, Phil, for saying everything is good. Roy, thank you. Everyone, awesome. You guys are great. Okay, we're going to go through tonight, and I'm just going to share with you the app. I'm going to walk through everything. I'm going to walk you through setting it up. I'm going to go through everything tonight. We're going to do it in 30 minutes. That's because that's how easy the app is once you have it set up and you're ready to go. And everything is all ready to go. You guys will absolutely love it. So with that said, we are going to get started with the Power of Three. So let's go through here. Let's see if I can actually. I'm going to have to do this navigator. Okay, sorry. So I'm trying to have the trying to make it so that you guys can see everything, but do this, and I'm doing it from home today. So bear with me as we do technology. I'm going back and forth from each of the slides so that I can make sure that I'm doing everything correctly. If you guys don't see something, just go ahead and let me know so that I can make sure that we have that up and going. Okay, Power of Three. There are only two options that make progress. Two options: make progress or make excuses. And that's really what we're doing here at Xango as we've been rolling out all of these tools and the products and everything that we're putting together for convention and everything is that we're committed to be making progress. We're committed to be making growth. We're committed to be making everything move forward, and we want to make sure that you guys are up to speed on everything that we're doing, that you guys are taking advantage of everything that we're rolling out so that you guys can have the ability to make progress. We don't want to make excuses. We're about moving forward, and that's really what this progress is all about. I really like this one, as you guys seen this one on last week's webinar. As technology develops and grows, we're definitely seeing a lot more of technology. I mean, 20 years ago, every one of these things used to fit in our pocket, or all of these things now fit in our pockets. You got a boombox, you've got the Sony Walkman, cassette tapes. There's I don't even think that's a DVD. I think that's VHS cassette, calculators. All of these different things, recordings, cameras. All of these things now fit in our pockets, and we have the ability to advance, and that's about making progress. So tonight I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit of an overview of everything that the AMPed toolkit provides, because there's been some questions, a lot of questions actually, and that's the reason why we spaced out all of these tools and rolling them out rather than doing it at once, is because we wanted to give you guys little pieces so that you guys could see and understand and know what it was as we were rolling it out. So all of this toolkit is underneath the umbrella in your back office in your shopping cart, which is called your Get Amped Toolkit. What is included in that is the Xango Builder. That's what we rolled out on April 15th. That included your replicated websites, your lead generation tools, your contact manager, your automated messaging, social media tools, digital media library, and that one also had a mobile app. And I think that that's probably been the most confusing is that people are like, okay, I got my Xango Builder app. How do I make it do everything that the AMP app is doing? They are two completely separate individuals. There's actually 3 apps that can be downloaded to each of your smartphones or tablets to be able to use through these tools. So the Xango Builder is what we rolled out on April 15th. The tax deductor was also included in that rollout, which was also on April 15th. It helps you track your receipts. It has the U.S. tax code in there. We've already discussed that you're able to use this in other international markets. You just have to, it tracks your receipts, tracks your mileage, keeps tracks of everything. It connects to your credit cards. It can connect to your banking account, bank accounts, and it tracks all of your spending and as well as your income. It makes it a lot easier wherever you are in the world to be able to file your taxes. Now, the one that we're going to be talking about tonight is the AMP app. It's exclusive for Xango. It's a prospecting tool. It's a human behavior track. And what I mean by that, and I'll get into that in just a second, is that we're literally changing human behavior as we're going through all of these things so that we can make sure that everything is there. Let's see. Check your audio settings. Okay. Okay, so everyone can hear me, not getting sound. So you might want to dial in if you're not getting sound. The prospecting tool, human behavior track, business development training, personal development training, and then this literally, because it's exclusive to Xango and something that we're doing, but I believe that this is the number one follow-up tool. Now, how would I look at, as I'm looking at these three tools, all underneath the one pricing umbrella, it's $14.95 a month. I get all three of these for $14.95 a month, or I can pay $80 and have it for 6 months, or I can pay $120 and have it for the whole 12 months. Now, the way that I look at these three individual tools is the MyXango Builder is merely prospecting. It's how we drip on people. We're sharing on social media. We're sharing videos. People have our replicated website. It's something that we use to help generate interest in our products or our business. The tax deductor is a retention tool. It's a tool that not only you can use for your business, but also as you're getting your distributors and they're using the tax deductor, every time they open up that app, it'll point out and say, because Ryan, you have a home-based business, you're able to write off this amount of money, and it'll show you all of that. And so it shows you the advantages of having a home-based business. So therefore, I look at that as a retention tool. The AMP app is something that it has a prospecting tool within it, but really what it is it's helping change human behaviors so that we can become better business builders. We work better from personal development, and it's also following up. So this is something that is literally going to help lay the foundation and help build everything else that you have. Now let's dive into the AMP app. And every couple of slides I'll go back and make sure that there aren't any questions. So the neurology of the behavioral change. There's a couple different things. So if you're learning something new today, and you start repeating it and have that repetition going on, you're going to start building behaviors. And we do it without even knowing it. It's just the human psychology. If we do the same things every day, we're starting to build habits, and we start to create certain behaviors that sometimes are hard to break. We look at some of these things. We look at the people who try to quit smoking, or there's so many different things that we create these different behaviors. But it all starts with short-term memory that leads to the long-term memory. And as we start doing those things, it creates habits. And what we're going to do is, in short term, we're going to start inputting things in daily messages and in daily emails and daily texts to you through the app that's going to start changing different behaviors so that you can become a better business builder, so that you can become a better person, so that you can become something more. And we start changing those different behaviors. Now, so hopefully all of you guys that are on here tonight, just make sure that there are, let's see, that we're still trying to get Mike on the audio. So so what you're going to do is you're going to go to the, hopefully all of you guys have been able to get the AMP app thus far on your phone. If you guys haven't and you've paid for the Get Amped Toolkit, please go ahead and send an email to wwt@xango.com. and we'll make sure that you guys are reached out to. As of today, I know that everyone that I've, on the list that I've seen, everyone had been contacted either through email or phone, but everyone had been contacted. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the App Store and you're going to download the Xango AMP app, A-M-P, and then when you open the app, and then that's what the email and phone call will do, is actually walk you through this. You're going to set this up for the very first time. You're going to put in your username and password. Now, it's important that you guys understand the email that comes from the Xango AMP support team will have a specific username and password. It's not going to be the same password that you use to log into your MyXango Builder, your back office. This is going to be unique to the Xango AMP. But the beautiful thing is that you don't have to worry about having the AMP app entering it in every time, because you're going to click the Remember Me button. The Remember Me button is going to, every time you open up the app, is going to click that. So There we go. So thanks, Mike. Welcome. Glad you're here. So with that, now we're going to go to the, this is going to be the enrollment. The very first thing you do when you log into the app, you're going to get this screen on your left. What I want you to do is I want you to immediately click on the Setup button. What that's going to do is it's going to bring up the preferences, which you're going to go in. You're going to put in your name. You're going to put in your cell phone. You're going to put in your email. And then however you sign your email, like however you're going to, your signature. So if my name is Robert and people call me Bob, then I'm going to put Bob there because this is how my texts and my emails are going to be signed from me. You're going to want to have from you. So if your name is, Marianne Swenson and everyone calls you Swenny, and so instead of signing your name Marianne Swenson, I've never heard anyone called Swenny, but I just thought I'd throw that out there because it sounded fun and it's Friday night. So, but you would put that there. If you were the signature title, that's if you wanted to be called doctor or captain or whatever, you put that there. And then you can, if you sign your, if you have like a little saying that you want to say, I always say make it your best day. Yeah, you can put that in there. And then if you wanted to have a website, so that if somebody, through your emails, if you wanted to have a website, you can do that. And then the other thing that is very important is down at the bottom is you're going to click your standard time, like wherever it is you're at. Now I'm in Mountain Standard Time, so that's mine. If you're in Central Europe, you'll do that one. If you're in Pacific Time or you're in East Coast Time, you'll do that. And then once you fill out everything the way that you want, go ahead and click Save. And then your setup will be done. You never have to go in there again unless you're going to make some changes. You never have to go in there again once your setup is done. So then once you're there, you're all set up. This is your screen. I want to point out a couple of things here. Let me just make sure there's no questions on the preference. Yeah, perfect. There we go. Okay. So when you go to the preference and you have that all set up, I want to point this out. This is the home screen. You're going to ask, why is it so stretched? Why is there some things here? We're going to actually, that's a place that we'll be doing some marketing. We're going to be doing some promotion. This 50 points until professional, what that's going to do is literally, we can do promotions by this. So, based on the contacts that you put in, based on the distributors that you put into this, how you're using the tool, well, there's a unique algorithm that will go ahead and generate points. And then we'll actually be able to do promotions. We'll be able to do recognition at events because based on the different leadership titles. And so based on how you log in, that's going to start filling up that information. So let's just start from the beginning. One of the things that the very first thing that you should do when you get the app, regardless if you have a prospect, customer, or distributor yet, put somebody in. Put in your spouse. Put in your friend. Put in your neighbor. What I've been doing, you guys may have been following me on Facebook. I've actually been asking for people to give me their email and their phone number, and I've been putting them in my system because the beautiful thing about it is that your distributors don't have to have the app to be able to benefit from it. In fact, what I would suggest, everybody on this call, once you have the app up and ready to go, call people on your team and say, hey, I've got this really cool new tool that I'm using. I want to start doing some stuff. There's some great videos. There's a ton of videos on it. Please go out. Give me your name and or you obviously know the name because you call them. But give me your cell phone and your email and plug it in, and then you can actually start setting them up. So the very first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click on that top button right here that says Contacts, and then what that's going to do is it's going to open up this page right here. So I'm going to just play with this so you can see I'm putting all of this. As you can see, I've got multiple pictures on the screen so that I can walk you through what it would do. So when I click on Add New Contact, or when I click on the contacts, it's going to take me to this page, and then I've got some options. I've got Add New Contact, I got View Distributors, I got View Customers, View Prospects, View Inactive, and I'll explain what each of those are. So when I'm putting in a new contact, what it's going to do is I'm going to fill out their name, but first I've got to start their time zone. So I'm Mountain Standard Time. I put in some people today on the East Coast. I put in some people in Central Europe on there. I just go in there and I click on the time zone and the date that I want to start. So let's say I meet somebody at a barbecue this weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend here in the U.S. I meet somebody at a barbecue, and I say, hey, you know what? I'll reach out to you on Monday. I can put their contact information in here, but then I can go in and click on the date, and I can actually schedule that so that it'll actually start on that date. And then I'm going to simply put in their full name, their cell phone number, not their home phone because I'm sending them text. I'm going to put in their cell phone number, and then I'm going to put in their email. Then I have a choice to make. Are they already a distributor? If they're a distributor, then I have to decide, are they a builder or are they a sharer? The way that we've determined a builder is somebody that's going to commit to putting in, somewhere between 6 to 10 hours a week. If somebody's going to put in 6 to 10 hours a week, we consider them a builder. They're going to get a different line of emails and text and videos and training than that of somebody who's a sharer. A sharer is somebody who's interested in being a distributor. They're probably going to share it with a few friends and family members. They're going to do that. The way, if you're ever in doubt, there's a little icon here to the side, that little I information. You click on that, and it'll explain what it is the difference of it is. Now, that new contact might be a customer. So I'm going to click on the customer, and that's going to pop up opportunity or without opportunity. Now, our customers might be somebody that's like, hey, I'm not really interested in being a distributor, but I really like the Xango Pro line. I'd like to purchase that, or it's not a good time for me right now. And I think that they would be a good business builder. I can send them customer, I can sign them up as a customer, and I can do the opportunity, and then I'll start dripping on them with product videos with a little bit of a opportunity tone in my text and emails. Or, you know what, hey, I have no interest in doing the business, but I definitely want to become a customer. Then I would start sending them without the opportunity. And what that's going to do is it's actually going to lead those customers into different product lineups. See how cool this is? Like literally, so if somebody signs up on the juice, I can start, it'll start texting and emailing them over a period of time, over the next 30 days. It's not going to email or text them every day, but it's going to send them a product video. Hey, Jim, I sent you, I know your experience in the juice. Here's some other product lineup that you may or may not have known that we had. Here's the Surveil, here's the Elevive, here's the Glimpse, here's other things. And so what that's going to do is it's going to lead them down that. Now, the other one that's really cool, and you guys have heard me talk about this a lot over the last few months, is the prospects. Prospects are people that are not yet signed up as a customer or distributor, and there's somebody that I'm going to pitch about the opportunity. I'm going to pitch them about the products. This is also where I would go if I handed somebody their best day yet sample and I wanted the program to start emailing and texting them to make sure to remind them to take their Ignite in the morning, or their Limitless, and then the Reload. That's where I'm going to go for that. Let me just stop and make sure to see if there's any questions. Okay, there's a couple of questions, so let's just see here. Sharon Weber, how do I go back to my username and password screen and click on the Remember Me if I forgot to do that? So it's really when you go back, Sharon, so what you're going to do is when you log in every time on the screen, when you open it up, it's going to have your username and password right there. All you have to do is just click that every time you go to do that. So just the next time you log in, it'll bring up that screen, your username and password, fill it out, and then just click that box. Or just close the app completely on your device. If it's an iPhone, you double-click the circle and then scroll over until you find the app and then flick it up on your screen and it closes it. I'm not an Android user, so I can't tell you how to close that, but that's how you would do it. You just go back that way. Let's see. Okay, so Tim, the way that you're going to get your username and password to be able to log into the program, if you purchased it earlier this week, I can log in. I'll log in after this to make sure that you get an email sent. But they will actually email you and contact you with the time that the customer service. This is how important it is to us here at Xango that you guys are using this tool and that you have this up. I noticed that Scott Persons just logged in. Scott can definitely tell you he was on the phone with with the customer service today that they're really user-friendly. It's really important for you guys that we get you set up on this correctly, so we'll send you an email and send that out so that you'll have that. Tim, I'll log in and make sure that you get that sent out. Check your saying check the email, so we'll make sure that you get that, Tim. Tim, if you would, just send an email to WWT, that's W as in Weber, W as in Weber, T as in Tom, at Xango.com, and we'll make sure that that email goes out and set up to you as well. How long is the cycle of training for a distributor once you put them in the system? Great question, Maggie. The cycles are on 21-day increments. So the first 21 days as a distributor, as a builder, they're going to get an email or a text from you every day, and that could include a video, that can include a worksheet, that can include a lot of different things. But great question. Vivian Johnston, is there a way to attach an email, video to a text? I have 2 prospects that I do not have working emails. So the way that you would do that, great question as well, Vivian, is that when you're putting in the prospect, what you would do is you would just not put in the email, and then that will text the body of the emails, which will have a link to the videos in that. So if it's a prospect, just don't put in the email. I would suggest don't get in the habit of doing that, however, because certain people who have cell phones, if they don't have a good screen or a good video thing, it could not be a fun experience for them. If they get a text and they're on a Razr flip phone and they're reading the text and trying to open the video, it's just not going to be a fun experience for them. So, but if they are a prospect and they don't have an email, just leave the email off and just put in the cell phone number, and it will text them. But great questions. Any other questions? I'll hear some more questions. Let's see, Shannon. So where it asks for enter your address, city, state, and zip code, should that be ours or theirs? That's theirs, but that's going to be like a future development. I wouldn't worry about that now, Shannon, because that's going to be with our sample program where you'll actually have the ability to send a sample from the app. So that's what's coming down the pike. Don't worry about that now, but that would be theirs. When you put in a prospect, you could actually go in and put in their address, and we'd actually be able to ship them a sample right from your phone, which is kind of cool. So with that, let's see. It says, Vivian, I tried that, however, it wouldn't work without an email. Okay, so I'm going to come back and address that, Vivian, here in just 1 second. Let me go through this and let me address that in just 1 second. So Eileen is asking about her My Xango Builder goes into the Xango store. I have the app on my iPhone, but don't know how to use it for the username and password. Okay, Eileen, so your email and password is not going to be the same on the AMP app as it is in the My Xango Builder. There was an instance today with people who were trying to log into their My Xango Builder, which is separate from the AMP app, and it was taking them immediately to the store. If that happened, there was a glitch with people who had purchased 6 months or a year. There was a glitch, but I believe that was resolved today. If that has, and that's merely showing you that your first 30 days is up. If that's still happening, Eileen, go ahead and send us an email to the wwt@xango.com, and then I'll be able to do that. Todd, exactly. You'll be able to send the email from your sample from your phone, which is really cool. And then Eva, that says, when they open up the text, will it let me know? Yes, and I'll show that here. In just a little bit. Okay, Eileen, we'll get that My Xango Builder text. So let me hop back in here to the presentation. So that gives you your options. You have the ability, once you put in a new contact, to determine if they are a distributor, if they're a builder, share, customer, if you want to share the opportunity, or without the opportunity, prospects, opportunities, products. Again, just leave the address, city, state, all of that blank for now, because down the road that will give you the ability to send samples, which is cool. Let me go in, and this will answer some of your questions. So from this screen here, I'll go into my to-dos, Now when you log into this first thing in the morning, it should automatically go to your to-dos once you have it set up. But if it doesn't, just simply click on the red arrow to my to-dos, it's going to bring you up to this screen here on the left, this screen here. And what that's going to do is it's going to bring up, this is your to-do list. This is what you're supposed to do today. It's your daily success plan. You've got your past due texts, your past due calls, your future texts, your future calls. What you're going to do to find out what you're going to do today is you're going to click on that button right there that says Daily Success Plan. Now, this was my daily success plan as of 12:44 today. The gray areas is every one of these is an action that's happening that day. So if it's gray, that means that the system is automatically going to do it for you. You don't have to do anything. But it's just telling you that at 7:30 a.m. it sent Sharana Anderson an email. If you click on that little arrow, it'll actually bring down a drop down, and it'll actually tell you what the action was, and it'll give you a description if it was an email or a text. The blue items, however, those are action items. Those are things that you're supposed to do. Notice there's not a check mark automatically by that. So what you're going to do is you click on that little arrow, it'll give you a drop down, and it'll explain what the action is that you're supposed to do. Most of the time, it's going to be that you need to send somebody a text or that you're going to call somebody. There's an automatic texting feature with this. That'll be available in probably about 7 days, which is actually really cool. You'll actually be able to text people and give people, there's a number associated, but we won't get into that. I don't want to keep you tonight. But with this, that's an action item that you're supposed to do. Now remember at the beginning when I was talking about, excuse me, when you log in, there's these points in Intel Professional. If you go in and actually complete all of your to-do items every day, you're going to actually acquire points. And again, we're going to be doing promotions around that. So the gray items are things that the system's already done, but it's informing you of that. As well, you'll receive emails. Let me show you this really quickly. Let me just go to my desktop and show you this really quickly. Okay, so if you look at this right here, if you look at this right here, this was actually, this was today at 2:07. This was sent to my email that I'd set up when I set up the system, and it's from Xango AMP, and it says, FYI, the AMP welcome text was just sent to Tommy Johnson. And then that's his phone number. I can actually call him from that. So this is an opportunity here for people to be able to go in. It'll email you. It'll also show up as an alert on your phone as long as you have the notification set up. So it'll remind you, hey, Ryan, you're supposed to call so-and-so at this time. Hey, Ryan, you're supposed to text so-and-so. Hey, Ryan, you're supposed to follow up. But it's actually a really cool tool from that perspective. And then every morning when I get up, there's an email in my inbox that'll say, hey, Ryan, Sharana Anderson is learning how to do the 10 in Motion worksheet today. Make sure you call her by 5 o'clock to follow up today on that. Or, hey, Ryan, Carol O'Brien's learning how to define her why. Make sure that you call and follow up with her and see how that's going. So all of these blue items here are things that I need to do. So that's my daily success plan. I got all my check marks done today. Now there's another thing here. So if you click on this future text, you can actually go in. And now why would I want to do that? Why would I want to go in and see my future text and why they always want to go out? I can actually go in and say, say I'm working with Carol O'Brien, and Carol's saying, hey, Ryan, I'm hungry. I'm excited. This is amazing. Can I get the next level of training? You can actually go into future text and actually send that. Or I can go into and look at my future calls. It also schedules calls. This is literally a push button system. Not only is it scheduling a call for you in your system, but it's already communicated either through email or text to the prospect, distributor, or customer that you're going to call them. So they're already expecting a call. So it's not like you're cold calling them. They'll have received an email or a text that says, hey, Ryan's going to call you today by 5 o'clock, or reach out to him if you want to talk to him sooner, and it's already doing it. So it's already scheduling it. So that awkward silence of, oh, hey, Bob, this is Ryan. I was just calling. I sent you that video, the juice. Did you watch it? You know, it's already scheduling that for you, so you don't have to have that awkward conversation. Let me just go here and answer some questions. Okay. See Shannon. So after you call them or text them, what will the message that the drop down says? Do you manually check it off? You can manually check it off, but the great thing about it is, Shannon, is that when you click on that arrow and then you click the checkbox, let me just show you this really quick. When you click on that checkbox right there, it's going to pop up and it's going to say do the action or complete the action. If you click do the action, it'll automatically bring up your text on your phone, and it will automatically populate all of the text in the text field, and all you have to do is click send. Once you click send, it'll take you back into the menu here where you can mark it off as completed. Or if you're supposed to call somebody at 5 o'clock, you click do the task, it'll automatically pop up their phone number like this right here, this button right here, and it'll actually pop it up just like this, and you can hit cancel or call, and you can actually call them right there. So you don't have to go into your address book. You don't have to, be fumbling around and looking for their business card anymore. It's literally right there. It's all within the app. You don't have to worry about any of that, which makes it so nice. So, Vivian, when I click the daily success plan, the Xango amp goes away. Okay, so that's not good. Send me an email at wwt@xango.com, and I can make sure that is corrected, because I'm wondering if you have the latest version 2.0 on there. If not, so let me just go up here and see. If we get a reminder on our phone and we call but leave a message, can we set it up to remind us later again? Yes, Scott. So all you do is when you go into the thing, is you don't I don't know if I did a demo on the to-do tool. What you would do is you come back here to the My To-Dos, and you would actually go in and you can schedule a to-do, which will put another reminder in there. So, hey, I called Scott, but Scott didn't answer. I can go in there and schedule a to-do, and that to-do will actually pop up again. So let me just go up here and see. Yes, Carol, it is a fast-paced world we live in. So, Todd, can you imagine you're at a barbecue, you share a short testimonial, someone says, I'd love to have some of that, you whip out your phone and bam. Yeah, how cool is that? It's seriously, yeah, it's guys, it's so easy. Like it's that's why I say it's really a game changer. Like I don't ever want to say that it's not, we're not taking the work out of network marketing. It's still a relationship business. But I mean, the days of like trying to keep business cards or collect business cards or all of those things, like literally, we live in a microwave society where we want everything right now. We want things now. We want information now. We want samples right now. We want training and education. We want growth. We want experience. So all of this literally is just right here at our fingertips, and we're the only ones that have that. And I was talking with somebody today, and they were saying, Ryan, I'm talking to prospects about this tool. Like I'm talking to people who aren't in my Xango business and telling them about this tool because, they may have never experienced success in network marketing before. Like this is the first time in our industry, over 100-year industry, that we literally, $178 billion last year, where we literally have a tool that teaches people how to be successful, which is so cool. And it's a huge prospecting thing. So let me go in here. This is a thing where I can actually go in right here, where I can go into my to-dos and contacts. I can actually go in and set up my goals, weekly goals. Now this is something for you. This is something that you can go in and you can set up your goals. You can go in and say, my weekly goals is I want to put in a brand new distributor every week. Now, you're probably instantly going to the thought process of, he's asking me to sign somebody up every week. No, like you guys have already got teams. Some of you guys have been in the business for a little while. You've already got people who are on your team. You may have had some people who have fallen off that were once distributors. You can set a goal of reaching out to some of those people and saying, hey, you know what? Maybe you didn't have success before. However, I've got this really cool tool that's here. I want to show it to you. Can I plug you in? You can do that. You can add a new distributor that way. Customers, you've all probably got customers you can go in and add. So when it's saying a new customer or a new distributor or a new prospect, those are people that you may have already met. Or you can set goals, and then what you can do is you can go in and look at that. Now, one of you guys was just asking, can I see what they've seen, if they've opened it up and they've seen it. So what this is right here that I'm looking at right now is I've gone into my distributors, and I've gone in and I've looked at what activities. So this number here will always be, the total of those two numbers added together will always be 41. And so what I'm looking at here is I'm actually looking at the opportunity or the ability to come in here and see how many of these activities that they've done. So Kelly is a little bit slow, and she's only done 7 out of the 34. Whereas Carol O'Brien, she's done 10 out of the 31. Sharana, she's 15 out of the 26. And so what that does is that allows you that ability to track that. You can go in here and look at your monthly stats. So you can say, okay, my actual is I wanted to add, this is how many distributors I added. The target is your goal and the goal that you set up. So that's how that works. So in this last slide that I want to show you on the app is the training and support button. Now this is totally going to blow your mind, and we'll go in and train this. And now I'm gonna be doing a couple AMP trainings a week. So next week I'll set those up. I'll do one on Tuesday night and Thursday night. I'll do another training. We'll do another training. So that you guys don't have to do this. I just kind of wanted to get you guys in the flow of how this works and how you do it. But this one right here is this is actually pretty cool. So it's saying no company video available now. On Tuesday we're going to be uploading a bunch of videos here, and what that's going to be is this is going to be training videos just like you had on the My Xango Builder tool. There'll actually be training videos that will actually allow you or you'll walk you through the entire AMP app. And they'll be right there on your phone. You can watch them, or on your iPad or your tablet. You can watch the training videos, and it'll actually walk you through everything. So we're just shooting those videos now. We're actually shooting them over the weekend. Now, this is, again, I think it's going to blow your mind. So right here, there's a share your success story. What does that mean? Well, you're going to have the ability to literally shoot a video of your own success story, and you'll actually be able to submit it through the app, and then we'll be able to review the app for compliance purposes, but then you'll actually be able to post that app not only on Xango's Facebook page, but your Facebook page or your social media, or you can share your personal success story with a customer, with a distributor, with a prospect. You'll be able to have that. We're also adding another function that will actually have the before and after picture function, because we've got some amazing products that we're launching in Vegas at convention at Rush that you guys aren't going to want to miss. There'll be another button there that will actually be share your before and after picture. We'll actually walk you through and show you how to do that. So that's how cool that is. Right now in this, we're also going to be uploading some of the video library here. That's not going to be a lot of videos. It's probably only going to be about 4 or 5 videos that we'll load. Some of the more popular Xango videos, because you already have the My Xango Builder app, which has the 39 videos on there. So there's no reason to load this with a bunch of videos, because you can show a prospect or a customer or somebody a video from there. But we'll load some on here just in case you're in this app and you want to share somebody or show somebody the tool. Now, right here from this app, if I'm having trouble, anything, I can't figure something out, something's not working on the app, anything at all, I can go into the training and support button, which is going to be, if you come here, it's just the training and support button right here from the app. I click on that. It's going to bring me right here, and then I can click on email support or call support. If I click on email support, what it's going to do is it's going to ask, it's my name, my phone number, everything's going to be right here so that the person at support can email me back or they can call me, okay? And then I need to, this is very, very important, I need to enter the phone, make, and model. Or if I'm using an iPad, I just need to do, I'm on an iPhone 6 Plus. That's my phone. So that's what I would put right there. I can attach a screenshot. So if there's something that I want to attach that I want to show somebody what's going on, I can click, I've identified a bug. Now this is brand new. This is a tool that the FBI, the DEA, IHC hospitals across America are using. But this is a brand new tool to us here at Xango and Direct Sales Network Marketing. We are the only ones that has this. I guarantee you there's going to be a grammatical error in some of the texts and emails. I guarantee you. We partnered with these guys in February, and we shot over 40 videos and put all this stuff together. I guarantee you guys are going to find stuff. All you have to do is I identified a bug and then the description of the problem. Or I suggest an improvement. Hey, you know what? It'd be really cool if the app did this. Please do that. Go in here and suggest an improvement. Suggest a training and support. Hey, you know what? It seems like everybody on my team is having the same problem. I suggest that we do a training or support video on this. And guess what? We'll shoot a video on that particular thing and put it on there to make sure that you have that. Or you know what? I'd rather just request a callback. I can click that. Or right there from the phone, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, if I click on the call support button, it's going to populate. That's their number. Their direct line is going to go right to them. You pick up that number. It's going to be like, hey, hi, this is Xango Amp. And they'll be able to answer any of your questions. They'll be able to walk that through. Scott had that experience earlier today, gave him a number, he called it, and within minutes his problem was completely fixed. What a great opportunity there. Let me just go through and make sure questions here. So we will be entering our people in both the AMP app and the MyXango Builder. So again, going back, the MyXango Builder is a prospecting one, and so yeah, you can put them in both. We are working on an API where they'll be able to transfer over. But you'll be able to take that through and be able to add that down the road. But again, the only thing that you're putting in the Xango AMP app is just their name, email, phone number. That's it. And that's how the system is going to be doing that. So you can use both the MyXango Builder as well as the AMP app for the prospects to be able to do that. The main thing and just guys, I always want to be just 100% honest and clear with you guys. The main thing that I would use the prospecting for is this one here when I'm putting somebody in is mainly I would use this tool for distributors, customers, but prospects is when I place your best day yet sample or one of the new samples of the new products that are coming out. That'll be a sample form, so you'll be able to sample those. So that's the only reason why I would use the prospect is if I place somebody a sample in there. You can use the diagram. You can use that prospecting thing. We'll be building that out more so that there'll be more tools in there to make it more functional for that. But right now, I would use the MyXango Builder for the prospecting unless I place somebody a sample in somebody's hand and I want the system texting them and emailing them. So, and again, guys, these are your tools. Use them. You can't break them. You can't abuse them. Just keep doing it. It's going to be so awesome, so fun. So great. No other questions thus far. So let me go back into here, actually, here. And then, so I want to end on this because I think it's important that everybody's, I want everybody on the phone, everybody on this webinar, everybody who will listen to this, I want them to earn a brand new iPad. I want them to have it. So last Friday we rolled out the Xango mini packages, 40 servings of each. Personal 30, samples 10, savings of $98, $165 includes shipping and handling, free sign-up on initial order, 100 PV. That's just a new pack in addition to the 3 packs that we already have. Earn a new iPad. Here's how. Purchase any of the Xalo 3D Beats. So the Xalo 3D Mini, the Xalo 3D pack, or the Xalo 3D Juice pack. Bring in 10 new customers or distributors on any of the Xalo 3D packages or 100 PV and above. And then between the May 15th and August 31st, you have 60 days from the time you purchase that to get 10 customers or distributors on 100 PV or above or on one of those packs. And we will present to you on stage in Vegas a brand new iPad mini. We have the iPad's fortune and fame. So people coming into the business, and every one of you, they should be focusing on 3 things: earning a new iPad, getting to Vegas, here's the iPads Fortune and Fame. We're at the end of May, which we're coming up next week. All you had to do was sponsor 3 new distributors or preferred customers with 100 PB or above and have purchased the Xalo 3D pack, and we'll put you in for a drawing. You can do that multiple times. Dwayne Dyer had his name in there twice last month because he sponsored 6 people last month. And so all of those, you get 6 Xango Rush tickets, 3-night suite package, VIP backstage passes, VIP seating at the MGM Grand for the Xango Rush. So the 3 things: earn the iPad, get to Vegas. Third thing, get to the Mexican Riviera with us. And the Mexican Riviera, you're going to love it. It's incredible. And guys, there's so many people that are qualified. We want thousands of people there. We want it to be just a glorious, fun, exciting trip. Make sure that you guys are plugging into that. And then, as in due fashion, and I'm kind of hurrying because we've gone 46 minutes, and I just want to make sure that we're doing this. Progress is rarely silent. Now go make some noise today, because I guarantee you the Xango AMP app is going to change your business. It's going to help you grow. It's phenomenal. Like, it's a tool that's going to get your old distributors engaged and excited. It's a tool that's going to bring in new distributors, and it's a tool that's going to help your business grow by creating customers. It's awesome. You guys will absolutely love it. And I know I always end it like this way, but it's your time, it's our time, and the time is now. I believe that with all of my heart. I know that we're doing the right things. I know that we've got everything in place to be able to help you guys be successful. I know that it's successful, and I know that we are going to be successful together. It's our time. It's your time. It's our time, and the time is now. Get excited. Get going. It's our time. God bless each and every one of you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. For those of us in the U.S., a beautiful Memorial weekend. I'm not sure about Canada and the rest of the world. But I hope you guys have a beautiful weekend. Be safe. God bless each and every one of you. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. And don't forget, tomorrow morning, the Get Amped call with Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki, 9 a.m. Mountain Time. Check your email. Check your social media. You'll find that. God bless you guys. Love you guys. Thank you so much for all that you do each and every day. Couldn't do this without you. God bless. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.